We are now approaching the sleepy hamlet of Chitrasani, where stands the splendid Balaram Palace Resort, located 2 kilometers off the National Highway number 14. The approach road is well made and passes through uplands till the gate of the palace and further fades out towards Ambaji. Balaram Palace Resort was once the hunting retreat of the Lohani Nawab of Palanpur, built between 1922 to 1936. The palace represents the neoclassical and Baroque architectural pattern. The palace was built in steps reinforced by walls at every stage and is ideally located as a hunting retreat. The old photographs displayed in the property reveal the extensive use of the palace as a hunting retreat. Many dignitaries and Maharajas from the erstwhile state visited this palace, including Lord Mountbatten. The Balaram Palace Resort is situated amidst the Aravalis in the 542 square kilometers of the Balaram Ambaji Reserve Forest. In 1993, the palace was taken over by the Gopi Group, by which time it had gradually changed into ruins. It took 3 years of relentless effort and struggle to do up the palace to a heritage classic hotel. The palace is set in 13 acres of lush green garden and a river flowing by its side. Getting into the palace is an enthralling experience through the well laid out pathway into the lush green garden overlooking the Aravalis and rising from the edge of a hilly stream. The neo-colonial arches, the pillars, the brackets and the overall layout gives a very distinct impression of this property. One can easily imagine how enticing it was during the period of the Nawab of Palanpur. The 2 domes were added to enhance the beauty, leaving the rest as it is. The landscaping was redone tastefully and now being maintained meticulously. The view of the Aravalis and the forest around makes this place almost a unique one in the whole of this country, being a stand-alone palatial property located within a reserve forest. The grandeur of the rooms and the antique amenities within makes it a perfect match. A stay in the palace can really make the tourist feel royal in the huge rooms with 4 distinct categories, including the royal tents. The hunting spot or the swimming pool existed 3/4 of a century ago. The source of water for the swimming pool is the natural underground spring on the riverbed. The cozy restaurant and the conference hall makes it a complete hotel in every respect. With sundown, the atmosphere becomes romantic, particularly if the full moon is up on the sky. The cool and serene atmosphere in the evening is beautified by the outdoor lighting and the fountain. The night lighting has been impeccably done, multiplying the beauty of the palace as if it is a beauty queen standing in silence and solitude with fireflies hovering around. With daybreaks, everything around is picturesque and the nature is at its best. It is a honeymooner's paradise and a destination in itself. Whatever said is less for this place and this property. The Lohani Nawab was patronizing the Balaram temple, which was the place of worship of his Hindu queen. The temple was built at the site of a natural spring, which continuously flows even during the worst drought years. It is intriguing to see the tribes and the communities around Balaram Palace Resort. The Marwadi Rabaris and the small settlement near the palace enchants the traveler. The Garasias and Bhil tribes. Their attire, lifestyles and small markets hold immense attraction for a keen photographer's lens. They are so picturesque that they keep flashing upon the inward eye. The small village of Iqbalgarh, where silver and alloy jewelry are made for the local tribes and communities, and the potter's village of Ukeda are a shopper's paradise for the tourist. The customs, rituals, fairs and festivals of these communities and tribes are equally interesting, and their vibrant life can be experienced during this time. The migratory nomads pass through this area throughout the year, with caravan pitching tents for a brief stay.